I don't need that for the time being.
Kate Walker!
Oscar, what's going on? Why has the train stopped? Where are we?
The springs of the train are unwound again, Kate Walker. As for the question pertaining to our geographical location, I really haven't the slightest idea.
Well, we'd better get looking for a winding machine, my dear Oscar. I hope that this place actually has one.
The air here is so polluted that I could not possibly risk leaving the locomotive. My joints might corrode irreparably.
Right. Let's see. See you soon, Oscar.
I shall stay.
That's going to work. Go that way. there! That door is locked. I've got to find another way. Hello? Hello?
Kate, it's Dan. Can you hear me?
Dan, is that you? I can't hear you so good. Dan?
Hey, Kate, let's talk. It's about the last conversation. Are you still mad at me? Come on, it's important.
Dan, you're breaking up. I'll try and call you when I get out of this mine.
You... Kate! Come on, what's happening? Listen, we've got to talk.
Look, the line's just getting worse and worse. I'm hanging up. I don't need to do that. If that's going to work. Looks like a ventilation duct. It's too dark to continue.
Foster isn't around to take...
Yes?
Kate, can you hear me this time?
Yes, I can hear you just perfectly, Dan, but I can't talk to you now. I'm in a real hurry.
I wanted to say sorry. I know I wasn't very understanding last time. I've been feeling a bit bad about it.
Okay, you're a real sweetheart, but I've got to leave you now. I'm not angry with you, so don't worry. I've just got to catch up to someone, and quick.
But Kate, this is really important.
I'll call you back, Dan. I'm sorry.
My dear brother, what joy to have news of you after your long silence during the war years. So you're working for the Russians now. I tell you, we've been hearing some worrying stories about them here. Just your description of that dingy factory makes me cough. But it's so good to hear that your talent is being recognized for its true value, and that your automaton creations are taking the place of workers for all those menial jobs. I'm so proud that Vorarlberg automatons are making such a contribution, even if it is small, to the improvement of people's lives.
Meanwhile, back in Valladolid, we've been licking our wounds after the war years. Some people have returned, others not. Life is slowly coming back, but it's taking time. All my love, Anna.
My God, Oscar! Oscar, talk to me! Are you okay?
Why, it is absolutely inadmissible, intolerable, and indescribable. I have been attacked.
What do you mean you've been attacked?
My hands! I no longer have them! They have been stolen!
My God, you haven't got your hands! But who did this? What's going on here?
We can be sure of one thing, Kate Walker. That this heinous crime was committed by a barbarian. A dysfunctional individual whose behavior lacks all finesse.
Did you get a look at your attacker? Tell me exactly how it happened.
I was standing here polishing up my metalwork. I was just thinking that with all the dust in the air, it would be a good idea to...
Oscar!
I was very busy, and I suddenly felt two powerful arms grab me from behind and tie me up before I had the chance to defend myself. I wanted to call out, but my attacker gagged me before I could emit the slightest sound. Then he dismantled my hands with a terrifying pair of pliers. It was horrible.
I can believe it, my poor Oscar, but did you see him?
He was a real barbarian, I tell you. He had bloodshot eyes, steel teeth, and brown scaly skin, and he emitted foul odors. He was a monster, Kate Walker, a real monster, and he had a weapon.
Oscar, please calm down. Everything's going to be all right. Who the heck?
Even though I say so myself, my hand...
You were attached to them, Oscar, but like you said, I'm a brave and resourceful woman.
Thank you, Kate.
Don't you worry. Right, Oscar?
Kate Walker, please do not think that this problem does not concern me. But if it's all the same to you, I would so much prefer to stay here, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, sure. Another good reason not to lend a...
Kate Walker, even an automaton deserves a little compassion. I have just been...
Okay, take a rest. Anything else?
I have told you
How old do you think you're attacked?
How old? Such monsters are ageless.
I think he must have been an older man. Someone with a soft spot for it.
I'm afraid I don't...
And what if it was...
Kate Walker, in spite of the respect in which I hold you...
Maybe you're right there. Do you know if your attacker...
As soon as he'd swiped my hand...
Well, at least that's one good piece of news.
What do you mean, intact? I am the train engineer.
Sure, okay. Could you maybe tell me how
That is strictly forbidden, Kate Walker. There is only one engineer, and that...
Do you really think it's the right moment to get wrapped?
Regulations are...
Right.
Good luck.
That looks like a vent. That looks like a... That door is locked. I've got to... I don't need to do that. That looks like a... I don't need to do that. That door is locked. Hey, you! Who are you? Careful, I'm warning you. I'm not afraid of you, okay? What do you want? Why did you do that?
There must be some misunderstanding.
Because you reckon theft is all about misunderstanding, do you? Give me my hands back. Now.
Your hands? And what are those on the ends of your arms? I can explain everything to you. You see, I'm no thief.
You broke into my train, assaulted my driver, mutilated him, and stole his hands. Apart from that, you are not a thief.
I have not stolen them, miss. Only borrowed them for a while.
You've got to be joking.
I'm not joking with you, miss. I would never take such liberties.
They belong to Oscar, my automaton engineer. Why did you steal them?
They are extraordinary. Real mechanical wonders. I would never have been capable of designing such hands myself. Never. Such workmanship, such precision crafting. It is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
And just because you like them, you decided to steal them?
I have only borrowed them, little missy. Temporarily, you understand? Of course, I shall return them to you when I don't need them anymore. You can...
Excuse me?
You see, these hands are all I need to complete my plan. At last, I can finish off my automaton pianist and fulfill my dreams. Everything is now in place. You see, I have converted this old, useless, stupid factory into a magical theater. As you can see, the furnaces, piping, chimney stacks.
Who are you?
Sergei Borodin, the director of the industrial city of Komkoltsgrad, or what is left of it at least. But who are you, for that matter? And why have you stopped in my station without authorization?
I didn't choose to stop in your station, but my train has a technical problem. My name is Kate Walker, and I'm an American lawyer.
It is very kind of you to come so far just to visit this place.
I repeat again, I never intended to stop here. I'm on a business trip. I'm a lawyer, goddammit.
Right. And what brings you here?
Like I said, a stupid mechanical hitch. I'm sorry, I can't make heads or tails out of your...
Everything I have designed.
But who is she?
Helena. When I was told that...
And is she...
Sure.
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around here.
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her.
And you promised that once Helena has sung...
I promise, my dear.
Well, I guess I'm going to have...
I have no idea. But for a woman...
This whole... And what if I helped you to make some other...
Why should life be complicated when I already have what I need?
You mentioned an automaton pianist.
I pieced it together myself, my dear. Except...
Your passion amazes me.
No. Clockwork mechanisms do not interest me as such. I simply needed a robot capable of accompanying Helena Romansky on my huge orb.
An existing model, you say?
Hans Vorarlberg?
Sure, I understand. The number of...
My dear, one thing is for sure. For many years...
When you stepped on the train...
Everything in this city, sweet lady, belongs to the state. And...
My train is not a part of this factory. And besides, we never would have stopped.
Well, as long as your train is at this station, it may be requisitioned and used for industrial purposes.
Out of the question. And I forbid you to do so.
Maybe I won't have to. But
I hope so. Please excuse...
So be it.
Listen,
Out of the...
please.
So...
It seems this monorail is controlled. like a vent. That looks... I don't want to touch... How are you,
Apart from the fact that I am incapable of drinking a cup of tea, of reading the paper, of scratching my nose, or even of adjusting my spectacles, everything is fine. Thank you for asking, Kate Walker.
You know, Oscar, some of my reactions here surprise even myself.
Indeed, I admire you greatly for your achievements, Kate Walker.
That's sweet.
The simple expression of a logical conclusion based on
Oscar, we can only carry on our journey by train if we get your hands back. And the only way to get your...
You mean bring back this singer Helena Romansky? Oh dear. And
Always ready with the... If it puts your mind at rest, Oscar, I absolutely do not need your help this time.
that's a request I'm happy to obey.
This whole business is taking me out of my way. I'm beginning to wonder if I...
Hans Vorarlberg dead?
No, it was...
Kate Walker, you mean you are ready to lie? I am deeply shocked.
Do you ever...
Never, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. We will find Hans and find him alive.
That's much more like it, Kate.
Take a note, Oscar. Not breaking down in this hellhole.
How many times must I inform you, Kate Walker? This is not a mechanical failure. Winding the spring mechanism is standard service procedure.
Always ready with the precise euphemism.
An engineer also prides himself on precision in such matters.
Right.
Good luck.
No point... go that way. I don't need to do that. This Listen, obviously all this has been just one big
Out of the question.
And what if I help?
Why?
Please excuse me.
So out.
I'm
everything.
But who is she? Who?
Helena. When I was told that the mining program was to be abandoned, that this industrial city was consigned.
And is she...
Sure.
Yeah, that must have been a happy coincidence for someone around.
I don't know. Maybe someone should look for her.
And you promised that once...
I promise.
Well,
I have no idea. But for a woman of the world like yourself...
this... And what if I helped... Please... Listen.
Out.
Please...
So...
Listen. Please...
So be...
Hi, Mom?
Kate! What? Have you seen the time? Why are you phoning me in the middle of the night?
Sorry, Mom. I forgot about the time zones. Did I wake you?
Well, of course you woke me up. I was sleeping deeply, too. I've simply got to get my beauty sleep. I've got an absolutely crazy day tomorrow.
I'm sorry. It's just that it's real important and urgent. I haven't got a lot of time.
Well, if it really can't wait till tomorrow, Munchkin, come on, tell your mommy what's up. No way I'm calling Dan for you if that's what you want.
Mom, listen, please. I seem to remember you're seeing a Marovich or something like that at the moment.
No. Malkovich, Munchkin. Frank Malkovich.
Yeah, right. So, but he's an opera singer, right?
That's right. They say he had the finest voice of his time, my dear. Imagine that.
That's just great. So then he must have known a famous singer called Helena Romansky. She's Russian too. Please, if you can ask him if...
Listen, honey, if it's stars you're after, Frank knows them all. I'll just wake him up and let him tell you himself.
You mean he's...
Frank, do you know this woman named... Oh, you do? Oh, Kate, listen, you're still there. Frank tells me he did hang out with a Romansky once, but it was platonic. You know those singers. She's a great soprano.
Great! Does he know where she went? Does she still sing? Where does she live?
1 second, Munchkin. Do you know? Frank says she was very ill and she withdrew from circulation. Really? Okay. She went to rest in some spa somewhere. He thinks it was called Arlbad, but it was 15 years ago and he's not sure. And well, honey, when Frank wakes up, he always takes a little bit of time to get going, you know.
Thanks a bundle, Mom. And Frank, too. You're both fantastic. Love you both. And thanks again. Catch you later. Director.
Ah, my God.
From my research, Helena Romansky is living in Aralbad.
Aralbad? Helena Romansky is in Aralbad.
You know the town then? You know where it is?
Of course. It was a famous spa resort. In its heyday, Aralbad welcomed all the big wigs of the regime. To be granted a stay there,
It sounds like a good place.
I think, Madame.
From my it's. Why don't you come?
Unfortunately,
How can I?
there is one way.
What drunken old fool? You mean you're not alone?
You mean you haven't noticed the space compound on the plateau? There's still some pathetic old soldier guarding it.
And you think this?
I haven't the slightest idea. If you can,
How do I get up to?
there is a monorail that
Okay.
I.
Hello?
Did I wake you up? I can't sleep at all. This whole business just keeps turning round and round in my head.
What business, Dan?
But Kate, that argument we had, have you forgotten? I really need to talk about that again.
Oh, I guess we were both a little high-strung, that's all. But don't sweat it, okay?
Yeah, sure. Getting carried away never solves anything, does it? I must say I felt really dumb when I hung up.
Really?
Yeah, I left the door to my office open and I was convinced everybody around heard me.
I'm so embarrassed, Dan. Please say I'm sorry to your colleagues from me.
It doesn't matter, honey. Promise me that you will never put me in that state again. You're usually so delightful. I have the impression that this journey is putting more than distance between us.
Well, it's true I'm living a whole load of new and amazing experiences.
Okay, I see. And still no Hans Worlberg?
No.
Keep me posted. You know how important you are to me. Hurry home, huh?
I'll try. Big hug, Dan. Hello?
Kate! Oh, that you? How are you?
Olivia, great, just the right person. Look, have you heard of Helena Romansky?
No. Is she some Russian fashion designer?
No, she's a singer. I'm going to be meeting her soon. I've just got to find a way of reaching Aralbad. Can you imagine how lucky I am?
Not really. Well, what relation's this singer got with the toy case? You sure you know what you're up to, Kate? You sound really different, like you're changing or something.
Look, it's like this. If I'm going to get to the end of my journey, I've got to link up this singer and the director of the Komkalsgrad Industrial City. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Why did you say that I've changed?
I don't know, just an impression. You sound more sure of yourself, like stronger, more confident.
And that's a problem?
There you go. Just takes one word and you're up on your high horse. I'm beginning to see Dan's point of view. It's getting harder and harder to back you up all the time.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I had a drink or two with Dan because he wants to talk. He feels a bit lonely, you see?
And what's he been telling you?
Nothing. He just has the impression you're slipping away from him. He can't see where you're coming from anymore. Like, we went to the movies the other day and he said that you would have loved the film, but I told him that...
You mean you're dating my fiancé?
No, not dating, Kate. Just propping him up while you're away. All in a good cause. I can keep an eye on him for you at the same time.
What would I do without you?
Oh, you're jealous. Well, that's a good sign. That means you want him. Now, that he'll be pleased to hear.
You seeing each other again soon?
Tomorrow night. He invited me to dinner at the Goldbergs. You don't mind, do you, Kate?
No worries. Look, I've got to go, Olivia. Take care. Excuse me. Sir, sorry to disturb you, but yoo-hoo. Can you hear me?
3, 2, 1, contact! And we have liftoff! Oh, holy mother. A dame. A pretty dame on the launch pad.
Please, no need to worry, sir. Just do stay calm. I just want some information.
Watch what you're doing, sweetheart. We ain't got no information, no strategies, no plans to tell anyone, anywhere, anytime. Military regulations, you dig it, man?
My name's Kate Walker. I'm a lawyer from... I'm a bit lost. And I guess you know this place.
Boris Charov, at your service, madam. Can I offer you something from the bar?
No, thank you. Tell me, how long have you been here?
For as long as it took for you to come along, sweet pea. Don't think I've been lonely. I got a bottle or two here. Keep me company.
You're a soldier, aren't you? Ex-cosmonaut?
Hey, honey, that's all in the past. Hell, let's talk about today. Let's have a drink. That's an order, soldier.
Please, can you try and get a grip? I must absolutely find a way out of this industrial complex.
Jeez, me too. I've really got to get out of this dump, but not before I've had a little drink. Here, get your pretty little lips around this. Vodka. Tell me what you think.
Do you have a vehicle to lend me? I think I'd even test one of your rockets right now if I had to.
Toast my rockets. Hey, pretty dame, I'll drink to that. Now, just a minute. We gotta need a special bottle for this special occasion. Something to blow you away. 3, 2, 1, contact, and we have liftoff.
Okay, that's enough.
What was that? Did you say something? Are our female comrades revolting or what? Oh, trouble on its way. Bottoms up. Power to the babushkas.
I heard that maybe you could lend me a vehicle or something.
A vehicle?
I don't mean to have...
And you'll live to regret it, too.
Does the name Hans Vorarlberg mean anything to you?
Karlsberg. Of course I know that name. But sorry, it's been a long time since...
Vorarlberg.
Well, in that case, let us raise our glass.
I came here...
Nah. His brain's going AWOL, I tell you. There's no darkness in my brain.
I don't think I'm in a high risk... So many birds nesting around here.
Dumb birds.
Sounds like you're jealous of...
Well, maybe you're just right there. 'Cause sometimes... Soyuz, ma'am. A silver angel. A savior who cleans our...
I need to...
You go ahead, soldier. I'll stay here.
I was going to...
I am... Strange. Sure, I left a bottle and...
Are you okay, Colonel? Are you sure you're all right? Be careful! Don't lean out too far or you'll... need a key. This thing's jammed. This. If that's going to work. Doesn't look like that. Doesn't.
What's happening?
Calm down, it's all right.
Gee, you're right there. Not for...
Please, do excuse me.
A little extreme, maybe.
My name is Kate Walker.
It is indeed an honor to welcome you here to the Cosmodrome, ma'am. My name...
This is an amazing...
What do you expect? Space races yesterday.
I came here by train, but unfortunately it broke down.
Someone? Who might that someone be? I hope you're not talking about Sergei Borodin.
Well, yes, I am. The director of the industrial complex below.
Be careful, ma'am. He is not a rational man.
He suggested I come and see you, actually. But I get the impression that he doesn't care much for you either.
I don't care what he thinks of me. All I say to you is, watch out for it.
There aren't many...
When they decided to close the Cosmodrome...
It doesn't matter.
If I can help you, please.
I'm looking for some...
Hans? You want to know if I know Hans? But of course. He invented one of the most incredible flying machines...
What do you mean?
Hans Varlberg and his famous flying wing. See, he invented this kind of spring-loaded...
Just disappeared like that?
You see, he wanted to hit the stars, but not bombs.
If everything was ready, what?
Nobody understood machines here like Hans, especially not his own.
I'm beginning to understand a bit about how
I don't really know. As you can see, I'm a soldier, man.
I've left my...
If I were you, I'd get out of there.
That's exactly what I intend to do. As soon as...
So go, and go quickly, and get back what belongs to you with a man.
You don't like him very much.
I'll confess that since his accident, he's gone a little doolally. These days, I stay clear of him, and you...
I don't really have the choice. Don't you find it strange?
It's the iron rafters. They love them. Nowadays, they can enjoy a bit of good old peace and quiet here.
Soyuz
is the last Golden Eagle left in active service. We had to get the dumb canaries out of the way before takeoff, so what did we do? Set the Eagle on them. And you should see them fly. Soyuz, he's like a cat among the pigeons.
Does Arrowbad?
Arrowbad. It's been a long time.
And where exactly?
Further east. We never had to know where exactly. The airship was programmed.
Do you think the air...
No idea.
And then
You won't have any...
Thanks. Thank you so much for...
It's been great.
Doesn't look like that worked. There you are. I was looking for you. I've managed to trigger the autopilot mechanism, but the airship still won't take...
Maybe.
Let's just say that since the start of the journey...
Okay. I have a deal to make with you. I've been living in this dumb launcher site for years. And I've always said that one of these days I'm going to the stars on that flight.
Why not?
What are you tinkering with?
Just a bit.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't wait.
Comrade Boris, I need a few...
Excuse me?
To get the centrifuge going, we'll need to analyze the pilot's blood.
There's two things a good soldier is always ready to do. My pleasure, ma'am.
that's going to work. Seems this monorail is... Colonel, it's...
What do you mean, problem?
Colonel.
What do you mean?
Colonel.
What do you...
Doesn't look... Okay, I think I figured out how it works. Colonel.
Never been better. Miss Walker, come in. I'm ready.
Takeoff procedure engaged.
Colonel, you've forgotten...
The airship. will need to be right up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff.
Hello?
What do you think you're doing, Kate? I wanted updates. I wanted results.
Certainly, Mr. Marson. We all do. Down on the ground, we're doing all we can, but there's no new developments.
Kate, I don't think you understand the urgency of this situation. Universal Toys are on my back and digging in. I can't hold them off much longer. You're putting the firm in a very tricky situation.
I am very sorry, but a slight mishap or two has meant that I've had to modify my mission temporarily.
Miss Walker, you're walking on a minefield here. I don't have to underline that this affair is Class A priority numero uno. Hot.
I am only too aware of that, Mr. Marson, and believe me, I am doing all I possibly can. But this mission is really no piece of cake.
You can have all the cake you want and eat it too when you get home. Next time I call you, I want something concrete, something solid. I want results. You understand? Results.
Yes, Mr. Marson. That is so beautiful. Good morning, sir.
Good day to you, ma'am, and welcome to the Hotel Kronsky. I don't expect you've made a reservation.
Well, actually...
I see. It's like that, then.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Kate Walker.
Very pleased to meet you, Miss Walker. Felix Smetana at your service. I'm the receptionist of this establishment. Between you and me and the brick wall, I often...
This hotel is truly incredible, though.
You should see how sumptuous our suites are. For more than a whole century, they have
No, it's okay, thank you.
Right. Well, in that case,
I want to meet someone...
That's very inconvenient. None of my customers said they were expecting someone. You can't just turn up like that. We've got a very strict policy. In this day and age, the hotel ain't...
Please,
If it was that important, all you had to do was ring the hotel. People come here to rest, you see, to get away from the world.
Honestly, if I could have called, I would have called, but I couldn't. So please...
Ma'am, in this hotel...
Sir.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Well, let me just say, that by helping me out...
Ma'am, I'm not to be wound around anyone's little...
Could you tell me of a certain...
On a spa...
Yes.
I'm sorry, but
Come on, please, it's not...
And if I just let you consult our register... That's just what I was expecting.
Usually I travel...
Of course it is. What were you suggesting?
Oh, yeah, the airship. That's a bit different. I just borrowed that to make the round...
Whatever. You better think about getting it off there, and quick. With that contraption on my lawn, some of my clientele...
It's a real shame that there aren't any...
We had our moment of glory, but now...
Doesn't it make you...
Why should it? Once upon a time I met the greatest of the great. Now I got my...
Well...
At...
Penalty!
The doors... Sir? Sir?
What the hell was that?
Sir?
What the hell was that?
I'm sorry to disturb you again.
Don't even think about it. Anyway...
Why are you telling...
No reason. Like that, just in case you feel like walking in and rummaging about. The times are changing, ma'am.
Yeah, of course. Sir.
Well... Ma'am...
I want to meet...
That's... if...
well...
At...
That is so... Sir?
You again? You're beginning to really overstep, but what the hell's going on over there? Why is it me gets hell to pay when there's already two?
I don't need to use this. Hello there.
Good afternoon.
Are you the...
My name is James, miss. James.
I'm sorry.
If you don't mind, miss, I would appreciate it if you would just be a little more...
My name is...
Pleased to meet you, miss.
No, I'm not.
I would be delighted to serve you tea when Madam returns from her...
I don't want to impose. Maybe you're...
Madam likes to complain for the sake of it. Believe me,
In that case, thanks. I'm looking for Madame Roman...
3:30 to 4:30 p.m., Madam Roman...
Is it possible...
As you wish, but do pay attention.
Can you take me...
Not at this hour, miss. Madam will still...
So?
Madam knows...
Come on.
No.
Have you ever heard...
The name is not...
Really?
That I cannot say, miss. Madam has forbidden me from talking...
Why?
Nostalgia, sadness, medication. Call it what you humans will. We never had this conversation, did we, miss? Madam would be very angry.
Don't worry. Do you know Komkalsgrad? I left my train there with its engineer. You'll never guess what. It's an
Firstly, I would say that I do not know Komkolsgrad. Secondly, I have never taken a train. Thirdly, the existence of another automaton with such a degree of finesse as myself...
Yeah, but you two really do look alike.
Why is he not here with his train, then? I would...
It's a long story, but hopefully I'll...
Such attachment...
Well, I'm going...
It would...
Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like... That door is locked. That door is... door. Darn it! That doesn't work just as... Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like... Darn it! That doesn't just as I... Doesn't look like... Doesn't look like... Doesn't look like that. Doesn't look like... 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 Doesn't look... Doesn't look... Doesn't look like... Doesn't look like that works. Doesn't look like... 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 Darn it! That doesn't work just as... Hello there.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for Madam...
3...
Is it...
As...
Can you take...
Not...
So...
Madam knows perfectly...
Come on.
No.
Well, I... I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I can thrust with my queen through there.
I can see that
Hey, no. Checking 2 moves. Maybe I'll squeeze.
Okay, I wouldn't... Excuse me.
Ooh, must confess. Right hook with the...
Okay. Excuse me.
Ooh, must confess I am flummoxed. That defense...
I really...
Right hook with the knight.
Okay. Doesn't look like... Doesn't look like... If that's going to work... Madam Romansky?
Who are you?
I'm sorry to disturb you, ma'am. My name's Kate Welcome.
Markovich, the old...
Not exactly. He's a good friend of my mother's. He told me you might be here in Arab.
To what do I owe your visit? You have...
Indeed it is. I have very...
Later, my dear, later. I have a slight headache. This hotel masked a pinch so I have to go in. Please, could you be...
Your valet.
You back here again? How?
Please. I absolutely...
Miss Romansky! Oh, yes. I'm sorry. She managed to lie her way in here. Don't matter how...
Oh, Felix. Stop me.
She's your guest, but that ain't possible. this scandal didn't even know.
Be quiet, Felix, before you offend.
Miss Rumansky, please. This maniac turned up earlier.
I said enough, Felix. Please treat Miss Walker with the respect befitting one of my friends. Don't touch and don't swear.
Yes, crystal clear, Madam Rumansky.
Very good, Felix.
No point weighing. Hello there.
Good.
Do you know Madam?
I have been in Madam.
So you must have seen a thing or two.
I was but a twinkle in my creator's eye. Madam required my services shortly after her arrival.
Can you take me?
Not
Come.
No.
I'm looking for Madam. My name is. Well, I'm going.
It would be a.
Hello.
Good.
I'm looking for.
As you.
Can you?
No.
Come.
No.
Have you ever? Really?
That.
Why?
No.
Don't. Well, I'm going.
It would.
Hello there.
Good.
Do you know
I have been.
So you must have seen.
I was but a.
Do you? Yeah.
Why is he?
It's a long story.
Such a
Well, I'm going.
It would be.